Alright, so hello everyone, welcome back to yet another Kingdom related video. I've been enjoying watching the show so much. I just finished watching the whole of the second episode after making a reaction to the performances earlier on today. So if you want to actually see me react to the performances, I'll leave the link to that video down below. But this is going to be talking about the ratings, chatting about the actual episode, what went on in it. First of all, why the cliffhanger? They left us with only 3 performances. I was so annoyed. I was like, what the hell? I was sat there on Mnet's YouTube channel waiting for the next 3 performances to come out, and then it just went to up next. And I was like, oh no. They'd already teased half the up next in last week's video. We got baited. So we just got baited so hard, didn't we? I'm not about it. I really thought there was going to be more. But, yeah, anyway, we're going to be talking about the ratings in this video. We're going to have a complete ramble. We're going to talk about the ratings in this video, and we're going to go through how iKON were robbed. And, yeah, let's just get into this. So, obviously, start the episode, the ratings. We already knew BTOB 3rd, 4th was SF9, and 5th was ATEEZ. What we didn't know is that iKON got 6th. And they looked so sad. They didn't deserve 6th in any world. I honestly thought their performance was top 2, top 3. I honestly did. I think the top 3, I don't know how the bottom 3 should have panned out, but I genuinely believe, to be fair though, BTOB kind of deserved it. I'll be honest, I do think they deserve the top 3. I really do. I think they did something different. They brought such energy. Their dance moves were so precise. And they looked so sad when they got 6th, but I mean, they've done a great performance this week. Obviously, we'll move on to that shortly. So hopefully they're not too sad. Hopefully they come back. You know, this just fuels them to do even better. They've been on a bunch of survival shows between them. I think Boyz been on about bloody 50. That's not an exaggeration. He's been on at least 5. So hopefully they can bring it back. Now we've got 1st and 2nd place. Everybody, drumroll please for who's surprised. 1st place was Stray Kids. I don't think anyone thought anything other than Stray Kids coming 1st was gonna happen. They have such a huge fan base compared to everyone else, and it was purely based on public voting. So, in no world was Stray Kids going to get anything other than 1st in my eyes. Maybe if the performance wasn't good, they would have got 2nd or 3rd. But it was good, so that was obvious. The Boyz getting 2nd by quite a bit, though, I was so happy about, because they were great. They were 2nd. I think they did the 2nd best performance, in my opinion, and I think they really deserved 2nd place. And it shows that even though they're sort of coming in as the underdogs from Road to Kingdom, since they didn't automatically get to be on the show, they've really shown that they can hold their own against all these bigger groups. And I mean, a lot of the groups aren't even that much bigger than them now. You know, ATEEZ are getting similar views to the Boyz, really. So are SF9. The only ones who really stand out as getting way more views, really, is Stray Kids. And iKON, maybe. I guess they're sort of the big ratings pullers. But I was so happy for the Boyz to get 2nd place. Stray Kids got 1st, but we all knew that. I mean, they deserve 1st. But, yeah, at the end of the day, they only got 4,000 points for winning. But they did, as we found later on in the episode, get to choose the order. So Stray Kids, as they were the winners, got to pick who went 1st in this challenge. And they picked the Boyz, which I think was a smart play. You generally want the teams that are stronger earlier on. Because as you saw, the Boyz getting to go last, but when they constantly won, they constantly pick themselves to go last, which is the smart play, because whoever goes last is the most memorable in your mind, because it's just there. But I actually think they, in a way, hurt iKON almost. iKON did fine because they came out and did a good performance, but they put so much pressure on iKON by sending the Boyz 1st, because the Boyz, in my personal opinion, were by far the best performance. I just think they took everything they did on Road to Kingdom and went, how can we add more tricks, do more camera work stuff by using the stage, and oh my god, the flip, the somersault, flippy, twisty, it was wild. It was ridiculous. It was so over the top, so ridiculous. The theme of the whole winter is coming. The fact it sounded absolutely nothing like Nowhere. It was the best performance I've seen the Boyz do, and it was by far the best performance this round so far for me. It was so good. It was so well executed. I just think it was excellent. You know, we saw them do all the prep in the water and all that for the water photo shoot. I like the fact they actually used the chains animation as part of their performance, so it actually seemed like that whole thing had a purpose. But I mean, the boys for me absolutely killed it. Absolutely killed it. Then of course we had iKON up next, who, in all honesty, in a lot of ways I actually think I preferred their 100-second performance, which is weird because I think this one's going to place a lot higher. They showed their vocal skills, they showed their rapping skills, they showed their performance skills, they showed that they can take two different concepts, mash it together, and it work. And and they went hard with their big hitter songs. They were not messing about, but Killing Me, and it was just, they went too hard. They went too hard with that. They went, do you know what, we can get all our big hitter songs and do a massive F you to everyone who put us in 6th. Because they came out, if they come 6th again, something's rigged. Someone from the Mnet office is like, we hate iKON if they come 6th again. Like, there's no way they're going to come 6th again. Like, I'm sure I'm going to insert this clip if they end up coming 6th, but if iKON comes 6th again, it's ridiculous. There's no way they should come 6th again. I think their performance was really, really good. It really built on what they did in the 100-second performance. It was just so good. But I've still got Rhythm Tar stuck on my head. I can't get it out. And I think they really came out fighting, considering, they must have been so disappointed about coming, last. And I think, this is where it matters, though. This is where the big points are. The 20,000 points are up for grabs. I saw that a lot of the groups were quite worried about how, I think it was it Stray Kids? I think it was Stray Kids that mentioned about how it's going to be scored, but I'll get onto that in a minute. Because we need to talk about BTOB first. I think this was way better than their first performance. I still think there was a lot of just standing there and singing, but that's what they do. That's their strength, Their rapping was really good. They rely on their raw talent rather than this big spectacle, But they still had this great spectacle of the fighting scene, which I thought was really excellent. I think it really mixed it up in the middle. It really made it less boring. If they just stand there and sing and rap, like, it's impressive. Their raw vocal skills are so good, but like, I think the whole point of Kingdom is putting on a show. Mamamoo did very much the same thing in Queendom, where they sang really well. As someone mentioned in the comments to me on the reaction video, they did a similar thing. They just did really solid performances, and they let their raw talent show. But I think Mamamoo put on more of a show. BTOB are just sort of going, we know we're really sick. We know we're probably the most talented people here. Let's just show it. We're the most experienced. We're the most, well versed. And I feel like they need to, the choreography or something that needs an oomph in this next performance. Because if they do a third performance like this, I don't think it's going to be enough. Like, I feel like they've done incredibly well. They're stupidly talented. They need to just raise it a little bit. I just hit my desk. But they need to raise it a bit. They just need to give it a bit more oomph, So I'm hoping that's what they'll bring to the next one. Now, just some general discussions now, pretty much, before I end this rant, whatever the freaking hell you want to call it. Obviously, let me know what you thought of the performances in the episode and the rankings left in the description. The comment section. I absolutely love talking to people about this. But obviously, one of the big things that I think Stray Kids mentioned was the fact that the way the voting system is going to work. So it's split into all different parts, public voting, self-assessment, the YouTube video views, and the jury. I sound like I'm watching Eurovision. The jury, or like the professionals, like the judges. The judges. That's the word I'm looking for. It just depends on how they're going to rank the performances. Are they going off singing ability? Are they going off rapping? Are they going off the choreography? Are they going off the impact, like the performance? Who freaking knows? It's Mnet. Like, they might just go, pick out the hat. Like, we just don't know how they're going to assess it, and I think that makes it harder to prepare your performances, because you just kind of have to tailor them to the public audience and to the other acts, because you just don't know how they're going to rate it. You don't know how they're going to rate the performances. And I think it's like 25%. Or it's quite a high amount. Or at least I believe it's quite a high amount. I'll have to double check it, but I'm pretty sure it's 25%. So that's going to play a huge factor. Now, I imagine on the video views front, the reason why it's not a big percentage is because the Stray Kids and iKON are going to dominate it. It's just a fact. But I think the boys will also get a lot of video views just because of how damn good their performance was. One thing that is driving me crazy, still no English subs. So if you want to watch the episode of English subs, you have to wait about 48 hours, because last time on the little clips, they would have English subs. And maybe there are now, but it's currently 3 hours after it's been uploaded and there's no subs. You know, you've got the public voting, you've got the international votes playing a huge part in the vote, yet we can't watch it with subs to know what the freaking hell's going to go on. So that's my only complaint with the series so far. That's what's been bothering me. I have to wait for it to get uploaded on Rakuten to watch the full thing in English, because half the episode I was going, what the hell are they saying? I mean, you can tell, you know, when the boys are doing a triple somersault, you can tell, you know, they're all looking at them like, and you don't need a subtitle for that. You know they're in awe, but for some of it, you're like, come on, I just want to know what they're saying. But I feel like I'm rambling too much now, so I'm gonna end this week's little rant discussion video here. I do one of these every week. I do a reaction every week to Kingdom. I also make other K-pop content. I'm trying to make it higher quality. I'm trying to work on my craft, because at the moment I think I've just hit 100 subs, which is incredible. So thank you all so much if you've already subscribed. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. Please leave a comment. Talk to me about K-pop. But yeah, I feel like it's been quite a long rant, so I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you all so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you for watching.